Okay, I'm back, and we've been talking about why are we here as a setup for hacking your external world. And I put forth a new idea, or a fourth idea, that said we are actually here as a training ground, not as a test of what's going to happen to us after we die, but as a training ground in this dense, molecular, and energetic physical universe, which, remember, is 99.99999999999% empty space. We are here to learn how to control our thoughts and emotions so that we can convert in the non-physical realms where conscious thought is a much more powerful creative force, and that we can manifest realities instantly once we learn to control this and we graduate from the physical dimension. So it's kind of a nice idea, and it's a nice thought, and I hope it's right. It's certainly more interesting than some of the other more common approaches to why we're here. However, that puts us in the training ground. We're like in the bush leagues, if you will. And I like to think of the physical universe as a good analogy to it. The physical universe is, it's like a foam pit that gymnasts who are training to learn a new gymnastic skill, they work out in the foam pit. I don't know if you've ever seen a foam pit, but it's a big hole in the gym that's filled with big chunks of foam so that the gymnasts can fly through the air. They don't land quite right, they go into the foam pit and they don't get hurt. So we are basically stuck in the foam pit of the multidimensional universe in order to practice getting control of our thoughts and emotions so we can be powerful creative forces in the future. I'm going to take a minute to try to convince you that we are in the foam pit, where a dominant theme of what we're doing here is mayhem with the Misfits. Now, hopefully someday we'll all graduate and there won't even need to be a physical universe anymore. We can all cavort in the outer realms. But in the meantime, you and I have to watch out for the mayhem with the Misfits. And this, I'm going to give you a few examples to try to win you over to this point of view, at least for our purposes. Okay, you ready for this? Here's a few headlines I picked from the news feeds that we get every day. And there are countless more, but these are a few that I thought were interesting. Ready? Oregon daycare owner gets 21 years for drugging kids, leaving them to go tanning. Woman who killed Bo in YouTube stunt gets 180 days in jail. The world's largest collection of garbage is now twice the size of Texas. Have you ever driven through Texas? Think about it. I'm the girl who clawed out my own eyes. This is my story. Record numbers of college students are seeking treatment for depression and anxiety. Schools can't keep up. Naked gunman kills 4 in Waffle House. Shooting remains at large. German nurse who murdered 87 patients given life sentence. Mayhem. Pennsylvania man steals mom's car before backing over her and fleeing, police say. 24.9 million persons are trapped in modern-day slavery. Mississippi man killed wife and friends after they wouldn't let him drive drunk. It's a little harsh. Catholic priests abused 1,000 kids in Pennsylvania. My fiance postponed our wedding, secretly bought a home, and told me I could pay rent. Okay, I could go on, and obviously you could probably see a few of these, at least a few every day, right? And you're saying, well, Mackieman, these headlines are so eye-popping because it's so rare. Most people flow through the day in an orderly fashion, right? That may be true, but bear in mind that human beings have killed at least 200 million fellow humans in the last century. That's not even talking about previous centuries, just in the last century, through war, famine, and oppression. 200 million. You say, well, maybe it's a good thing we're wiping ourselves out, but we're also wiping out most of the other mammals and other species on the planet. And as you know, we're on the verge of the 6th extinction because we wiped out over half the world's wild animals in the last generation. Are you convinced yet that we may be in the foam pit of the multidimensional universe and the dominant theme is mayhem with the Misfits? I know you're mad at me now because you're saying, Mackieman, first you tell me my emotional energy is being devoured by a voracious beast who is feeding me a shitstorm of shitty thoughts so it can devour all my life force, and now you tell me I'm stuck in a foam pit of a multidimensional universe surrounded by misfits hell-bent on mayhem. No wonder I'm depressed. So, when we come back, I'm going to tell you why this can help you. Just like the beast can help you get control of your thoughts. I hope that's working. You're bitch slapping, now you own your thoughts, right? Mayhem with the Misfits is going to help you cope with the craziness that goes on around us every day and make your life much more pleasant to deal with, again, the people in your lives, the daily grind, and your relationship with your body. So we're going to hack those 3 things next, starting with hack 5, you do you, which is going to help you live your own life and deal with all the expectations that other people throw upon you. So hang on, it's going to be good.